Hi, my name is Carlos Briseño. I'm with WeLoveCreativity.org. I'm here with Darrell Velegol, who is the Distinguished Professor of Chemical Engineering at Penn State University. Thank you, Darrell, for coming and speaking to me today.
Thanks for inviting me. I appreciate it.
I'm here because I noticed recently in one of my internet searches that you and several other professors at Penn State are going to be starting a course that deals with creativity that's being offered through Coursera.org. And I wanted to know a little bit more about that because obviously my site deals with creativity. So can you explain a little bit about what's going to be involved and when that's going to start?
The course is called Creativity, Innovation, and Change. It starts on September 1st of this year, 2013. The instructors, I have such great colleagues in this course. Jack Matson has not only been a teacher, but a hero of mine in creativity for about 10 years. He's been in this game of creativity for over 3 decades. Catherine Yapikov, I've met only recently, and she's been working with Jack, though, for a couple of decades. And then myself, we're the 3 instructors in the course. The course is going to be different from many other courses in creativity in that it's project-based. So it's an online course in project-based learning of creativity, innovation, and change. So we're really excited about that, trying to not only convey content and teach content, educate students in that, but really what we're excited about is to hear what successes happen out in the communities where these students are. And we expect that our students will be people working with their families, trying to change evening dinner or morning breakfast. We think that there will be people ready to start businesses in everything from medicine to technology to local landscaping and many others, journalism perhaps. And we think that we will find a number of people, we've heard from them, in fact, who are interested in changing their community. Even local councils, government councils, people are interested. How do we improve how this council operates? So it's a project-based course in creativity, innovation, and change, and we're pretty excited about that.
Wow, that sounds really interesting. Can you break it down? In other words, how do you expect to be able to lead people to these kind of changes that they want in their lives and in other people's lives in terms of using creativity to achieve that?
Right. What is sometimes not recognized is that creativity is something that can be learned. Some people think, well, I'm creative or I'm not creative. Creativity is inherent in each of us, and it can be learned. There are certain steps that enhance your probability for being creative. So Jack Matson's, some of his classic ideas in intelligent fast failure include things like keeping an idea journal. And he has stacks and stacks of journals, which he sometimes goes through later. And what he has found is the more ideas you write down, the more ideas that move forward. That sounds like a very simple concept, but to be able to write down those ideas and improve those ideas with time is a very powerful concept. Rapid prototyping. What are the skills in rapid prototyping so that you fail small, fast, cheap, and early rather than late and expensive? Catherine works with creative diversity. So some of us think, well, I could never be Steve Jobs or someone really creative like that, Adele or someone really creative. And what she's pointing out is creativity isn't all about just coming up with an iPhone or a great song. There are creative steps all along the way that have to contribute so that those ideas come to fruition. And the ideas that we all know about and recognize as being creative probably wouldn't happen if the small steps along the way didn't happen. So she studies creative diversity and what are the different ranges of creativities and styles of creativity that each of us has inherent in who we are and how we operate. And my contribution is with an acronym called CENTER. CENTER is an acronym for character, entrepreneurship, ownership, tenacity, excellence, and relationship, which are 6 practices that form really a system of how do we take what we know, what is scratched into us, our character, and move that forward into services and products and practices that we can use to improve our family, our work, and our community. So that's roughly what is some of the content that will be in the course.